Hello world, I hope this video finds everybody doing good under the sound of my voice. And if you woke up, I'm going to consider you favored and highly blessed. And I hope you thank God for it today, and we're going to live it day by day. You know, Today I chose the topic, nurturing the seed, because I chose the topic because nurturing the seed, it can consist of a lot of different things, plants, our children, because we got to nurture them in order for them to grow productive. And I chose the topic because they similar. I would think like the plant and just your seed, your children, they like similar. They have a lot of things that you have to do to them, to both of them. And I would think like they would be the same. You know, and one point example I would probably give for example, for when you plant the seed, you have to make sure that you have the right topsoil, and the soil got to be together. I would say that would probably be the foundation, you know. But once you plant the seed and your seed, you have to water your seed before it can even grow. Because that's a part of nurturing the seed. And once you water the seed, you have to like just keep close watch. And you'll start to see things start to sprout up from the seed. But we do realize that the seed don't really just come up overnight. You got to nurture it before they even grow. And you water your seed daily until you see some growth. And when you start to see the growth, you know your seed is on the way. I chose the topic nurturing the seed because it's the same thing with a plant that you would probably have to do with your kids, your children. And you got to make sure you got the foundation right. And when you plant the seed and when your child starts to grow, you have to nurture it. And the child, when he gets to a certain age, just like the plant, or you see a certain growth, you have to prune that plant or that seed. And I noticed, like, I want to show an example, even when my seed started coming up, my son. I have two sons. I stressed that in other videos, but my oldest child, I can kind of see like where he started to grow. My seed started to grow. And he had, got to a certain level, and he got around the wrong crowd. And I started to see where my seed had stopped its growth a little bit, but I do realize after he left the certain friends alone, I saw where he started to sprout. So the example I would probably use with the plant is similar, because when the plant starts to grow, he can start to get like some little shrubbery or a dead leaf or something on him, to where sometimes you have to prune him. You have to pull those dead parts out in order for him to start shooting back up again. So I want to make the example plain, because sometimes you have to do that even with our children. We have to pull away all that shrubbery in order for them to grow successfully. So I compared the two because the seed is the seed, and whatever you plant, it must grow. But sometimes you can get certain limbs on the tree or dead leaves on the tree or certain shrubbery that you have to remove in order for that plant to grow productively. So it's the same thing with human life. So I made the examples because once he got rid of those bad friends, that was the dead branches on his shrubbery, or the shrubbery on his plant. I see where he started to grow. So I made a comparison. Sometimes you got to remove that in order for that plant or that seed to just start doing its thing. So I just wanted to share this with somebody because it's the same thing in life. We got to nurture that seed. We got to keep close watch on it, because if we don't, we could get some brown leaves on the plant, or we could get some shrubbery. So that's why God always intended for us to watch that seed carefully so it can have the productive growth that's necessary. So I chose the topic today because I had seen when my son had got the little brown leaves or shrubbery in his plant. And once I removed that from once he removed the fringe, I saw where he started shining, where that plant just started growing up real productively. And I saw that as he got older, he just blossomed, because even when that plant it reaches a certain level, he gonna blossom. And I saw with my son, he got away from all the bad friends and he he just blossomed. So the point I want to make is, we have to nurture the seed. It's not gonna be able to do it on his own. We have to put hands on and, just encourage that plant, just like the other. So I hear some people say they talk to their plants because they see how productive they be once they do it. It's the same thing with your kids. You got to talk to them and make sure you tell them all the right things. So even one day they'll be distinguished that those friends wasn't the productive ones, and they can break them off and they'll start growing up productively. So I just wanted to share this with somebody because after my son let go of those friends, I saw where he started to blossom. After I cleaned out the shrubbery, took all the bad leaves off of the plant, I could see where my plant started to blossom. So I just thank God today because I'm telling the true story because I seen where I had to nurture my seed. And I saw by me just constantly nurturing it, how one day it blossomed. And to make long story short, I just wanted to just share with you, September 16th, 4:22 a.m., 2022, I saw with my seed, he blossomed because he gave birth to his own seed, my grandson. And now he has to nurture his seed. And the plus of it is, and he has somebody else to help him nurture it. He has a grandfather that can help the grandson. So I just wanted to share this with somebody, drop this on somebody. Somebody needed it. We have to nurture our seed, whether it be plant or whether it be human life. If you just don't water it and don't watch over it, it's not going to grow properly. So it's a constant thing. So I just wanted to share this with somebody because it fell on my mind because, nurturing the seed you can have a healthy plant. Whatever grows from that seed, it'll be healthy. And one day, if you just nurture it enough, it'll blossom. So I just thank God for me just nurturing my seed. And in the process of me nurturing my seed, my son gave forth to another seed. So I just want to thank God today and just encourage somebody along the way just to nurture that seed. Just don't water it. You got to nurture it. You got to prune it. You got to make sure that you get all the dead leaves off of it. Remove all the shrubbery in order for it to grow productive. And one day that whatever you planted is going to blossom. So I'm just reaping the benefits of my seed blossoming. And I thank God for it. I don't want to take no credit because I know it was him, So I just want to share this with somebody. So whatever seed you planted, you make sure you nurture it. And you pull away all the dead bread leaves and, remove the dead branches and, and all the shrubbery. And one day that plant, whatever you planted, and that seed gonna blossom. And you'll be able to get an idea to see what I'm talking about, But I just want to share this with somebody because just don't plant the seed. You got to keep close watch. You got to nurture it. And when you nurture that seed, you'll see it blossom one day. So I just want to thank God for my grandson, Kyson, Montreal, Wheeler, I'm not just, even though my son planted the seed, I'm going to keep close watch. I'm gonna help my son nurture it, and because I want to see my grandson blossom, and I want to see him make it and be productive like my son, and I know it's my job to do so. So I just want to let somebody be encourage somebody today. And if anybody got anything from this, I just suggest that you hit the like button and subscribe, because I want us to grow together. We're gonna nurture our seeds together, and we're gonna make sure we blossom. And I just want to encourage somebody along the way. Call somebody that you hadn't called in a while. Check on somebody, man, because it's important that we nurture each other, make sure we be productive in life. And we can't do it all alone. It takes a village to raise a child. We do know that, I just want to encourage somebody to be blessed, if you're here to see the video, you're blessed. And I just want to encourage somebody to keep your eyes on the prize, which is him. Keep God first in everything we do, Nurture that seed so one day you'll see it blossom. I want to encourage you just to be blessed until the next time.